Hi, just before we cut into the vlog, I just need to take a few seconds to say a big heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you, people on the YouTube subscribers, people on the pontoon, people in the marina. Thank you so much for all your help and support over the last week or 10 days when I've been not feeling quite myself with all that's gone off. Good news is I'm bouncing back, hence another vlog for you to watch. But I just really want you to know that your lovely comments, especially those via the YouTube channel, really has helped me. And just before we jump into the vlog, I just need to say to the lady who I've just seen whilst out walking with Misty, on Marina here we have some holiday lodges, and I'm walking the same route as I walk every 6 o'clock with Misty on a 6 o'clock walk. And as I'm walking past this lodge, this young lady, she comes out shouting, just a minute, and I stops, and she says, are you Misty? And I says, no, and I pointed to Misty, and I said, that's Misty, I'm me. And she says, my husband watches your channel. She says, and he says to me last night, I'm sure I've just seen Misty and Me walk past, and I don't know where the husband is, but she's been sat in the doorway of the lodge waiting for me to pass. And for about 5 seconds I felt quite famous. Misty got a lot of love and attention, but yeah, it was lovely. And she went on to say that they've come to Mercia to stay for maybe a week in one of the lodges, and part of what's inspired that is the channel. So I'm sorry I didn't get your name. It was lovely to meet you. Make sure your husband sees this, because he'll be dead chuffed that he's had a mention, even though I don't know his name. And let's watch this vlog. Good morning and welcome to, what day is it? It's Thursday and it's the 8th of July. And yesterday on my day off I decided to get the starboard side of Freedom compounded, waxed and ceramic coated. And it wasn't the best of days to be doing it because there was intermediate showers, but I got round it and worked in between. I didn't video it because I've already done the starboard side, as you'll have seen. The port side, as you'll have seen, and it was basically just the same, except obviously on the other side. So I'm just going to show you now a short video before and after. So as you can see, this is just a bit of a reminder of how dull the paintwork is, or was, on both sides of the boat, but obviously the port side is now shiny, and this is the starboard side, which I'm about to compound, wax and ceramic coat. Let's see how it looks after I've done. And here we are, 6.5 hours constant compounding, waxing and then ceramic coating, and I think you'll agree you can see a big difference. And unlike the port side, I did the starboard side all in one day, so it was quite a mammoth task. But at least now she's looking much fresher and ready for some more work to be done on the rear of the boat. Welcome back. Well, I hope you can see there's a lot of work gone into that, but the results speak for themselves. So today, it's my last of my days off, so I didn't want to set myself too big a task. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to paint the rudder arm, or make a start on it, because I'm going to do it in 2 colours to match the roof. I'm going to do it in cream and black. And the ledge that runs across the stern of Freedom is also going to be gloss black. And then there's a cream panel directly below it, which I'll show you in a minute, which next week, when I get the time, I'm going to paint that to match the roof again, that more buttermilk colour, and I think that'll look nice. Now, it is my plan in the future for the gunnels and the side of Freedom, which currently is green, down to the rubbing strips, which are the strips on the side of the boat, which, as the name describes, is there just to rub up against things to protect your metalwork. At the moment, the green, and I have mentioned this before, they're going to also be blacked. And the reason for that is then if I do rub up against anything, it's literally just a case of a little bit of sandpaper, flatten off everything, put a bit of black paint on, and the type of paint I'm going to use will blend into itself, so it won't be obvious. So this is a preparation for that, because I want everything eventually to sort of like blend. So there's a few little jobs I need to do on the boat. I'm going to have to take the stern rope off, and I'm going to put a temporary rope onto the pontoon just to keep freedom up against the finger jetty while I do what I'm doing today. What else was I going to tell you? I've already made a bit of a start, which I'll put the camera across in a minute and show you on the ledge on the back of the stern. But I'm going to use my wire brush with I'm going to use my drill with a wire brush attached to it just to loosen off any rough little bits, give everywhere a good brush down, and then I'm going to mask off the rudder arm because it's going to be in 2 colours, and I'm going to put a little bit of masking tape on the ends of the stern ledge because again that's going to be 2 colours eventually. So come and have a look at what I'm on with. Now this is the rope that I'm going to use just to tie freedom loosely to the finger jetty so I can remove the main stern rope, because that's going to be in the way of where I'm going to paint. And when I take you around the back of the boat, you will see on the upper ledge where the rope is normally fastened that it looks quite dull, as does the rudder arm. That's simply because I've scotch padded it, which is going to scratch off the surface, but it gives me a good coat, a keying coat area for the black gloss to go onto. I've done the rudder arm exactly the same, and there is a little bit to the right hand side on the panel where I'm going to need to use the wire brush, as you're going to see in a minute. Right, Misty. It's a present for you. It is. It's a special present just for you. Can you tell? Are you opening? Are you opening, Debbie? Yeah. Don't get mad. Look at some scissors. Right, let's have a look in here what we've got for you. I hope it fits. If it doesn't, you're gonna have to lose some weight. Anything? Yes, you're gonna have to lose. It's not food. You're gonna have to lose some weight. Anything? Oh, Misty. What's that say? Can you read? It says Misty and Me. Now, thing is this going to fit you? Chances are it won't. She's built like a tank. Stay. Yeah, it's a bit. We'll take that one off first, huh? Take this one off. That's that. Yeah, steady, steady. Right, come here. Come here. Come here. Not sure how this goes. Oh, that goes through there. Just a minute. Come here. Come here. It's no good running away. She's being temperamental. Bear with me. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let's stick your bits on. Aye. Wait. Wait. Show the camera. Show the camera. Well, that's alright. I can hang on to you with that. Come here. Let me show the camera. Here. Come here. It's a treat. It's a treat. Here. Here, show the camera. Good morning. It's Tuesday the 13th of July and it's not the best weather out there, but it has given out that it's going to brighten up, so I just want to crack on a little bit more at the back of the boat. You'll have seen already all the black gloss work I've done. I have given the rudder cream section now, the rudder arm. The cream section's had 2 coats. It's going to get its 3rd coat today, and that'll be done. And my intention today is get at least the first coat on of cream paint across the back of the boat on the lower panel. So I'm going to get my overalls on, get my paint brushes and my paint sorted, and I'll show you as I'm on my way. Good morning. It's what day is it? It's Wednesday the 14th of July, and it's glorious. Now, yesterday I finished painting the first coat of cream paint on the lower panel on the stern, and I also gave the rudder arm its third coat of cream paint. So the actual rudder arm itself is now finished, and I'm not going to video it today because again, you've seen me do it, but what I am going to do today, I'm going to put a third coat of black gloss on, just because I can. I've got plenty of paint left and the weather's beautiful, so it'll soon dry. And I'm going to put the second coat, which is going to be a much heavier coat than yesterday's, on the stern panel cream. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to video it after I've painted it, and I will talk you through where my next job leads on from this one. So you go and do what you need to do, because I've got some painting to do. Catch up with you in a bit. Right, so as you can see, well, hopefully you can see, that's the second coat put on of the cream. Won't need any more. I have actually put a, as I said before, I've put a third coat of black on, just because I've got the paint spare and it's a nice sunny day. So I'll just zoom out a little bit so you can see, and I think you'll agree that looks really nice. It's brought the three colours on the boat together, which is the green, the cream and the black, which is also on the roof. And this just brings you down to my starboard side, which again I've done. Two coats on the cream, and you'll see at the very front where it changes from cream to the original. Now the original was the same colour as this cream is now, it's just bleached over the years. And the reason I've put a straight line there is that's the drain directly in front of the line. You'll see the hole. That's where any water that gets onto the deck will drain into the gullies that's on the deck and out of the boat. Now from there forward, at the rubbing strip level, which is the thick strip you can see just running up the side of the boat, coming upwards and then onto the area where you walk along the gunnel, so it'll actually be blacked from this straight line all the way to the front of the boat, both on the side where the hanging buffers are at the moment. They'll have to be removed just while I black everything, and then it'll come down underneath the door where it says freedom on the green section under the door, on top of this little bit of green here that runs behind the door up to that black line from across the back of the boat. So again, that'll incorporate then all the colours of the green, the cream and the black. And the reason for the black going along that section of green up the side of the boat now is, as I most likely already mentioned, when I go out on the water, if I rub into a bridge side, I'm going to obviously scratch the paint, and being a black satin paint that I'm going to put on, when I touch it in afterwards, it's not going to be noticeable. If I left it as a shiny gloss green and tried to touch it in, it will be very, very obvious. I'm just going to take you around to the port side and show you two little jobs that I need to do before I actually set to and put the blacking up the side. Now you can see a little bit better on this side. Actually, I should have done it this side. You can see the line, and obviously forward of that line will then be black. This area here will all be black, and I'm going to black down to the rubbing strip there, including the rubbing strip will be black up to this weld line here. Now I was going to mask it, but then if you look at the weld line, it's not exactly straight, so I'm going to cut it in with a brush and then just put a light roller on this bit where the anti-slip is, and then roller the sides. But before I do that, coming down the edge of the boat, I think I may have shown you this before, but I'm going to show you it again because you'll see I've got other little jobs I need to do. I'll just turn because it'll be a bit safer to do it this way. Now we've got a manky bit there, that I'm going to scrape back, and I'm going to rust treat. I've got to use my palm sander on Sunday or Monday next week, so I'm going to scrape off the paint around it, palm sand it right back, and I'm going to put a little couple of coats of cure rust on there, rust preventer and converter, before I paint the black over it. Now the other thing I am going to do, try about keep moving around with the camera, but I'm just going to show you while I'm doing this. One of the things I've never liked on Freedom, honestly haven't liked, is this on the bow. To me, that belongs on a narrowboat, and as you're aware, Freedom is a wide beam. So I'm going to try and sand this back with my palm sander, just to get rid of some of the levels off of it. And then again, from this rubbing strip here, over this bit here, when I've rubbed it all back, I'm going to paint from that line there, up, across, and down. So the whole front bow section, from that area down, will be black, and that will then match into this bit here, which is below the crash cover. I'm going to paint this step in. That'll also be painted black to match with the gunnel. But when it gets to this area here, this is where I'm going to stop. So then the black will only be on the side, right down to the pointy bit, which obviously is the bow front. So I hope that makes sense. I will obviously video it, but I don't want you to not understand what it is I'm attempting to try and do. So, it's time to put the kettle on. Cider of the week. Well, I've decided we're not having the kettle on because it's too flipping warm. In fact, inside Freedom, with all the porthole glasses removed, the front bow doors open and the stern hatch doors open, and all the pram side covers up and all the cratch covers up, it's 33 degrees and it's about 7:30 at night. And to be honest with you, those who are well averse to cider of the week will notice I'm not doing it on the stern deck, because it's hotter out there than it is in the boat. So I'm cheating. I'm going to be in here because even at 33 degrees it's cooler than it is out there. So, how you doing? Are you alright? Have you enjoyed the vlog? I know it's a bit long-winded, but at least it gives you a feel of what, if you're going to buy a boat, you know, what to look forward to have to do. So, let's get on to... That's Misty in the background, scratching her nose against one of the stools. So you can hear her clicking. Cider of the week. This is the third of the 3 bottles that my daughter bought me for Father's Day. And this is a brother's, again, a brother's cider. Well, last week we did, as you remember, toffee apple. And we'd already done strawberry and cream. And this week, we were real pearl. This is marshmallow. And one of the things, when you look at most ciders, it gives you... Just a minute. Are you done? Never try and film with a dog in the background. One of the things with most ciders, they give you a description of the contents and the flavours, etc. On this one, like last week, it said toffee flavoured cider. This week, it's described as marshmallow flavoured cider. They really go to town on selling it to you. 330ml bottle, 4% proof, £1.20 to buy. Let's just see how good this really is. I've had it in the ice box, so it's nice and cold. And on a light night like tonight, it needs to be. Using my lovely tankard. I'm not only going to put a drop in because I just know I'm going to drink it all. I've just got back from a walk with Misty, so I think I'm ready for this. I wouldn't say it smells of marshmallow, but who am I to tell? So, nice colour. Let's give it a try. Oh, that is nice. Do you know something? This ought to be called the Tuffy Shop cider. Where I come from, sweet shops are called Tuffy shops. And the other two that I had tasted like something you get in a sweet shop. And this definitely tastes like something you get in a sweet shop. Very light, very fizzy, lovely flavour. Yeah, I could say it is marshmallowy, but I'm not 100%, but yeah, I like this. Oh, and on a warm night like tonight, I think I could get through 2 or 3 of these. But I can't, because I haven't got 2 or 3. Would I have it with something to eat? I don't think so. I think this is what I call a relaxing cider. When it's a warm night or an afternoon when you're out with a barbecue and you sat in the garden, you just want something that's really light and refreshing. This does the job. Now, I don't think last week I scored the toffee apple, which was an 8.5, by the way. And this is sitting straight at the side of it, 8.5. It's not my favourite cider, but by crikey, I'd never say no to it. So it's been a busy week painting. Apparently this weekend's going to be really, really warm. So when you're watching this, the chances are the sun's blazing. So nip to the shop. They stopped this it being embargoed, and I know that for a fact. This isn't a promotion because it was a gift from my daughter. But do get some of these brothers ciders. All the bottles look very, very similar. I'll put that really close so you can see what it says on it. And get them really icy cold. You might prefer to pour yours over ice, and I've said this before, I like the bottles cold in the ice box when they're not watered down by melting ice cubes. But it's beautiful. Dangerous because it doesn't taste like cider, and I just think you're drinking pop. But yeah, it's been a warm week, been a busy week. I've been looking forward to doing cider of the week, and all that remains to say is cheers.